Hello friends, today we'll see the remaining part of your module number 3, which is automated guided vehicles and automated storage retrieval system. So this automated storage and retrieval system is very important chapter in your flexible manufacturing system, which is actually used for storing and retrieving the parts from the storage. The automated guided vehicles are not actually mentioned in your syllabus, but understanding how it works is also very important. Now we'll see one by one. In this slide we'll see what are the contents. We'll see the AGV, what is AGV system, types of AGV, types of navigations in AGV, safety and functions of AGV, why consider AGVs and application of AGV. AGV is nothing but automated guided vehicles, which is used to carry the components from one place to the other place, and usually the AGV will be battery operated system. It will be like a small vehicle which will be carrying the parts from one place to the other place within the manufacturing system. And we'll see the ASRS, which actually covers your syllabus. What is ASRS? Objectives of ASRS, types of ASRS, components of ASRS, and applications of ASRS. See, as I told you, ASRS means automated storage and retrieval system. This is used to store the components as well as for the retrieving the components from the storage. Now we'll see what is AGV. AGV is a material handling system that uses independently operated self-propelled vehicles guided along the defined pathways. See here the vehicles you can see in the image. The vehicles will be very small, and on this you can keep the components to be carried from one place to the other place. The vehicle will move on its own by the vehicle will move on its own, and the direction will be given by the various methods. Okay, those are called as the vehicle guidance methods. Okay, there are three methods which we'll see later. The vehicle will move from one place to other place without any human assistance, and these vehicles are usually battery operated vehicles, and these will carry the components, even large components or small components, from one place to the other place based on the capacity of the automated guided vehicles. And these are the vehicles used in your flexible manufacturing systems, where actually the automation is more automation is involved. Okay, types of AGV. See, I told you this AGV is not mentioned in your syllabus actually, but how these are going to use in flexible manufacturing system is very important to understand, because as I told you, in flexible manufacturing system, the understanding of flexible manufacturing system is very simple. The lot of automation will be involved in the flexible manufacturing system, and these AGVs and ASRS will be controlled by the computer interface. There will not be any direct human involvement in the controlling of the AGVs or ASRS. By use of computer interface, use of sensors will help you to control these systems, and these are very useful because these will reduce the time, these will work effectively and efficiently. Okay, that's why the AGVs or ASRS will be used. And next is types of AGVs. What are the different types of AGVs? The first type is driverless trains, the second one is AGVs, pallet trucks, third one is unit load carriers. We'll see one by one. The driverless trains, these are like just like your trains which will be having some trailers. behind it. Even the trailers maybe consists of 5 to 10 trailers, and the craft will be kept on each trailers, and these can be used for movement of the trailers from one place to the other place. It will be having some driving unit in front of it, through which the components are are moved from one place to the other place without any human assistance. The drive wheels and this driving units itself will work as a driver, like to carry the components from one place to the other place. It is just like you might have seen your railways, the similar kind of equipment will be there, but it will be of smaller size. Okay. And second one is AGV pallet trucks. See, this is just like your pallet forks will be there just to lift the palletized loads. Okay, the palletized loads will be there just to lift them. The AGV pallet trucks will be used, and usually use of you this AGV is used to place the palletized load in a racks, in a particular, like says the rack is of some height. To move the palletized loads of certain heights, or to move the palletized loads vertically, these AGV pallet trucks will be used. Okay, to keep the pallet loads in racks, this AGV pallet trucks will be used. And third one is AGV unique load carrier. This AGV unit load carriers are just like carrying a unit load from one place to the other place, and the load capacity will be up to 250 kgs, not more than that. Okay, because the load will be very high, and it will be like a single unit. The driving unit as well as the load carrying unit will be a same. There will not be any different attachment like in your pallet trucks and your driverless trains. The both load carrying and the driving unit both will be same. Okay. And next is the types of navigations. As I told you, to guide the vehicles, movement of the vehicles from one place to the other place without any human assistance, how it can be achieved. So for that, there are three types of navigation will be used. First one is wired navigation, second one is guide path navigation, third one is laser target navigation. See, in that first one, the wired navigation, the sensor will be placed on the bottom of the AGVs and is placed facing the ground. There will be a slot in your slot cut in the ground, and wire is placed approximately 1 inch below the ground. The sensor detects the radio frequency being transmitted from the wires and it follows it. See, here one important thing is the use of sensor used to detect only the particular radio frequency. It will not detect all the radio frequencies. A single sensor will detect only a single radio frequency. For example, beside this slot, if suppose one more slot is there which will be having a different radio frequency, the sensor which will not detect that, only it will detect the only one radio frequency, and it will guide the vehicle to move in particular direction. So like this wired navigation will be used. Second one is guide. Second one is your guide tape navigation. See here, use of opticals, chemicals, or magnetic tapes will be used as a guide paths. For example, a AGV will be there which will be having the red strip will be put upon the ground. The sensor will be put to the AGV such that it will detect only the red strip. Okay, it will not detect the other color. If the red strip is there, then only the vehicle will move. If there is no red strip, the vehicle will not move, it will stop. So use of such optical sensors or chemical or magnetic strips are used to guide the navigation, and usually these navigations are used in much smarter AGVs, which will be detecting the colors, okay, on its own by use of sensors. Okay. and the sensors which are used will be here will be very costly compared to your previous navigation system. Okay, and the vehicle will be having a different sensors just to check the uh, just to check the any vehicle's presence in front of this. If any vehicle presence is there in front of this vehicle, the vehicle will stop by detecting that. Okay, if there is no such sensors are provided, there may be a slight accident may happen. The vehicle may collide to each other. So such kinds of sensors are useful, and those are placed in the AGVs. Okay, so and the target carriers of these AGVs are just like the laser targeted AGVs will use the laser path. If there is a laser ray, then only it will detect that laser rays, and it will move in a particular direction. These are the three different guidance provided to the AGVs to move from one place to the other place. Okay, next is like zone control. See, these all things are not required because it is, however, it is not in your syllabus. And we'll see the safety elements of this AGV. As I said, it will be having more sensors just to detect the uh, in just to detect the obstacles in front of it, and just to detect some emergency stop buttons, and just to make some sound if just to give the presence of its own presence. And why we have to consider these AGVs? AGVs are considered because these are very flexible, intelligent. Okay, and one more important thing is these can work effectively, okay, without any breakdown or breakage, and transforming the materials handling industry, which is also very important. So these are the AGV consideration, why we are going to consider the AGV. So this is about your automated guided vehicles. Okay, the automated guided vehicles are usually used in flexible manufacturing systems. Okay, and you can see the intelligence of this vehicle, like zone control. I just now I said you the zone B will be occupied with one AGV, the zone A is occupied with another AGV, but zone C is empty. If the zone C is empty, then only the vehicle which is present in zone B can occupy the zone C. If there is one vehicle present in zone C, the vehicle will stop at zone B only. Okay, so like this, the vehicle will move from one place to the other place just by blocking itself. Okay, it will if the vehicle is present at zone B, it will block the entire zone B. It will not allow the other vehicle to enter its own zone. Okay, so this is how the zone control are used in your AGVs. Okay, these are the AGVs, and in the next class we'll see the automated storage and retrieval system, which are used to place the components from one place to the other place, and it is usually used for storing as well as for retrieving the components. Okay, thank you.